Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin Starr, a 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around one to throw. Page looking at the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page finds Leno!
Penix rolling out of the pocket to his strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fried Fogel again.
A dominating performance. This is the LEO podcast, and if IU was allowed to quit in the second half of the game, I feel like I should be allowed to quit halfway through my job as well. That's right. It's time to break down the win over Michigan State. I'm your host, Michael Bragg, and you can follow me on Twitter at Braggley. That's at BRAGGLEY. I'm here with my co-host, Brandon. You can find him on Twitter at Brandon Dubich. That's Brandon spelled traditionally. Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. What's up, Brando?
Oh, man. I don't know if our listeners are big video game fans, but there was no more better super sim than this game, man. Holy shit. This game couldn't end fast enough. I fell asleep like 9 times rewatching this game.
Yeah, I think we both texted each other that, hey, there's no way we're going to watch the second half of this game.
But we did because we're committed to y'all's content.
It's not like it was that bad, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, let's break it down a little bit. Let's just talk about some of the good stuff, which all happened in the first half. IU wins the game, number 11 ranked in the coaches poll, number 10 in the AP poll. Indiana takes on at Michigan State.
For the first time in 51 years. Yeah. Holy shit. Indiana football, top 10 Indiana.
That's right. And they go to 4-0 in the Big Ten with a win of 24-0, which could have been, by our calculations, at least 41-0. So it sounds bad, and it was bad. So let's get into it here a little bit. Game started off a little rough.
We're talking about a non-conference game against like UConn, right? That's what I watched. Because that's what this game felt like.
That is what it felt like.
This game felt like a game first weekend of September. You know, it's 90 degrees. You're drinking beer and sweating it out immediately as you drink it. You know, I'm getting too drunk and because it's the heat that got to me.
Yeah, it's always the heat.
But yeah, that's what this game felt like, man. It was weird to see IU football dominate. And like, I was sitting there thinking, because I've been a fan of two college football teams growing up, and it's been Pitt, which is Team Chaos, and IU football, which is also Team Chaos, right? Like, I was like, is this what good teams do? Like, they just blow out bad conference teams? Like, I had that, like, revelation while sitting there. Like, this is surreal. Like, it almost broke my brain today.
Yeah, it felt like probably what it's like to be Alabama playing, like, Vanderbilt. Arkansas. And that's what it was like in the first half. And then then it was like Vanderbilt versus Vanderbilt, or Vanderbilt versus Iowa or something. Or not Iowa, Idaho. Sorry, Idaho. Yeah, it started off rough, man. I mean, Penix throws his second interception of the year on the first drive, and that was kind of like a oh crap moment for me, I remember.
So I got a question about that, because it's the only play I like rewatched multiple times. Does Miles Marshall slip? Was it a jump ball or was it just a bad ball? Because I watched it about 3 or 4 times and I couldn't decide which of those 3 it was.
So it was a bad ball and a jump ball. So he was getting pressured. I think from what I could tell, the route was 2 wide receivers on each side. Miles was on the inside receiver position, and I think maybe Wap was on or maybe vice versa. Either way, Wap or whoever was on his side ran a quick out, and then Marshall ran almost like a fade go down that left sideline. And when Penix got pressured, he knew he had one play down the sideline to either get a PI or at least just throw the ball away out of bounds. But it was a bad throw. I mean, he threw it up, but he threw it up inside instead of going outside, where you should be throwing the football because at least worst case scenario it goes out of bounds, or you give at least your wide receiver a chance to catch it, which he didn't do either one of those. It's
Interesting.
not
You're giving no blame to the wide receiver here.
No, not on this one. I don't think so.
Okay. Interesting. Because again, I'm thinking the cop-out answer of it was all three, right? I mean, I think a lot of the times we see bad interceptions, not from Michael Penix specifically, but just in football in general. A lot of the time it's a receiver didn't run a route right, or there's a lot of things that can go wrong on a route tree. So I think it was a slip, bad ball, and a bad throw.
All right, that's fine. But I love Penix, so I don't want to pile on him, but I think you're wrong.
I'll play heel in this. This is now how many recaps have we done in a row? A slow start for Penix.
Yeah.
It is a trend. It no longer is starting to be a trend. It straight up is a trend of bad first quarters.
Well, he kind of
first couple series.
Yeah, he kind of gets into his groove a lot quicker.
That needs to get
got to be fixed. Yeah, he's got to put on another 20 pounds. You got to put on another 20 pounds.
Can I give him my 20 pounds that I've gained
since
he can take
my 22 if you want.
Holy cow! I need to get to the Monon Track Club.
So he bulk up a little bit, get this I don't know what it is, this jinx out of his head in the first quarter.
It's lucky. You can look and play like that when you're playing Lombardi.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if when you're playing some dude named Rocky Lombardi and Bella Thorne, you can afford to have a little bit of a slow start.
Oh, we're already bringing up Peyton Thorne. But so if you look at some of the stuff though, I can't remember too much from the Rutgers game, or if he missed a whole lot in the Michigan game. Michigan, he was great, so I don't think he really had too slow of a start there. But I remember
he didn't score until early in the second quarter.
Oh yeah, that's right. So he did have the first quarter.
We had 17 points in the second quarter.
That's right.
But
it
may have been his best quarter.
No,
the Ohio State was probably his best quarter. But Michael Penix was phenomenal in the second quarter against Michigan.
So what I remember from the Penn State game was his wide receivers didn't help him out. You were screaming at him about bad balls, but there were a couple balls where he could have hit WAP. Was it WAP? It was WAP on one of the first plays. Hit him in the hands and he dropped it. I think he had a cut. He had one out to Marshall, I think, where he got hit. Whatever. We don't need to go back and do all that stuff. Either way, what we do, interception, punt, and then we get the ball back again from a classic Lombardi. Throw it to. Was this the one where he just threw it and there was nobody even anywhere near?
I literally have easiest interception of Taiwan's life going back to Pop Warner. It literally looked like, when you played the game where 500, where you throw it up and then one kid sucks and actually only throws it 5 yards and you just kind of lands in your lap.
And you don't even move.
And you don't even move. That's literally what happened on that play. It was very, very funny.
Yeah. And then that sets up our touchdown. We don't need to get into all the details. Set up a touchdown drive, a good drive down the field. Was this who was this one? This was a Stevie Scott touchdown.
Like a truck.
That's right.
8 yards, carrying dudes from the 2.5. Even the announcers, who weren't very good in this game again, made that guy runs, this guy runs hard.
Why did you just do, when you said hard, you did your everybody's Gene Katie impression?
I don't know.
Play hard. Play hard. God, what I would kill to have Gene Katie as our basketball. Never mind. Different podcast. Okay,
let's move on to your boy and his absolute beast mode move. Ty Freifogel on the sideline the hizzy.
So this one was,
that was such a fun play. I rewinded this one a few times too.
Well, he missed it. He probably should have caught that one that he missed on the fade on the very first play. It was knocked away. It was a good defensive play, but he was mad at himself after that one. He had it in his hands, and the dude knocked it right out.
If that's going to get him mad at the beginning of a game and he can do what he did in this game.
That's fine. Yeah. Yep. And then the very next play, it was just all right, give me the ball and then just get out of the way because I'm not going down. No matter how many people are on my back, or how many twists I have to do.
Name this diva wide receiver that said this, because I felt like this was this game. Give me the ball and watch what I do with it. Do you know who said that?
Was that T.O.?
T.O.
Yeah, of course.
You know, because in my mind, that was what Ty Fryfogle was this game. He caught it in space and made a move. He caught it over dudes. He made amazing catches. He had a T.O.-like game.
Well, let's skip ahead to his next one. Well, let's go a little bit quick. We get another Penix interception, which is just like, come on, bro.
But then behind him, I mean,
yeah.
That was pretty
And then
bad.
we get another one right back to us for literally thrown right to Mullen again. This one he had to try a little bit at least. He had to fight one guy off, but it was thrown right to him.
So you and I play video games. The second time I bring up video games, you never throw the ball when the other team's playing zone across your body. Like you had the video game corner just sitting there, not moving in his zone, and that's what that interception was.
Oh yeah,
like literally like looking around, like he's just gonna throw the ball to me, and it was hilarious.
And then that leads to your boy Chuck with a Chucky bomb, which was like from like 4 yards out.
So I got a question. It doesn't warrant Brandon's questions. What the hell are we doing running trick plays that almost was disastrous there in that second quarter? It was on
flea flicker. Yeah.
It was on the drive that led to the Chucky field goal. So, you know, I'm not going in reverse too much here, but why? And it was a bad trick play too.
Yeah, that was one of those where, hey, this is a trick play and I'm going to throw it no matter what. So I think if he hits, I think it was Hendershot that made the catch. If he hits Hendershot in stride,
it's a walk-in touchdown.
It's a walk-in touchdown. It was just a bad throw. Again,
because it was early in the game with Michael Penix. He's gonna make bad throws early in the game.
Yep. And so then we get the Chucky bomb, and then defense steps up. Well, steps up. I mean, defense just played. They just went out on the field and get the ball back again. And then this is where Ty Fry shows up again. I think you were right. I think it's pretty classic T.O. style. I mean, an underthrown ball that he catches up against the edge of the boundary. And
he just hits the acceleration stick. Yeah. Like he accelerated so much. The guys, the corners weren't even in the screen. You know, sometimes, you know, when receivers break one, like normally you have the corner trailing off at the end of the TV. There wasn't anyone in sight.
Yeah.
Like that is NFL separation.
Yeah. And it was against that dude, Williams. Is that his last name? 29. I remember his number. I don't remember his last name. But that dude, before Chucky's field goal, they thought that they were going to call him for PI, for defensive PI, but it ended up being offensive, I think. And he did the whole thing where he's like, he put his hands behind his back.
He actually was amazing. He's
Shakur Brown.
He had both interceptions.
Well, he also got burned on a couple of them. So he also gave up 200 yards. We can say that. He did the whole behind his back thing. Hey, I didn't touch him. My hands were behind my back. You know, that whole bullshit. While we're on this,
never in the history of football at any level has a corner actually deserved pass interference.
Yeah, and while we're on this, you know what I noticed is that it's a thing that IU used to get from a lot of better teams in quotations whenever we would play them, is that holy shit, does Michigan State talk a lot of crap, dude? Like there were so many points. Now, granted, half the game we were up 24-0. But there were so many points where you would even see people like Wop, and you know all you have to do is say hi to him, and you're going to piss him off, and he's going to start talking shit. But there was even a point where this dude makes I think Wop just goes down. Like he makes a catch, and he's like, I'm not going to get hit. I'll just go down. We're up 24. And this dude was like in his face, like, yeah, you better go down, like all this stuff. And Wop just turns to him and is like, just points. He just points up at the scoreboard and it's like, bro.
Yeah. So I'm really jumping ahead here, but it was in the fourth quarter. They had a sack on Penix, and sorry about that. Was watching some highlights. They sack Michael Penix, and the defensive, I don't know if he's defensive end or defensive tackle, goes nuts. Does like banging on his chest, does like this whole like walkout. And I'm like, there's 5.5 minutes left and you're down 3 scores.
Oh, yeah.
And IU has the ball.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
So this is the perfect time for me to get to this. This is what I was telling you about before we started recording. So there was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. So this kind of fits in there. And God bless Holly Rowe. She's good at what she does. She's fine. The sideline reporter for ESPN.
I like Holly Rowe.
So I wrote this down. Holly Rowe, 24-0 IU, 2 minutes to go. Totally unprovoked or called upon by commentators. Quote, "This is really hard. It's very flat here in the stadium. There are no fans here other than parents and family. I have to give Michigan State some credit on defense. They have had juice and energy and feel they've been playing really good. Plus, it's freezing cold, and they continue to play really hard for Michigan State." End quote. What? What?
A backhanded compliment if I've ever heard one. Like,
Where did this come from? Plus, it's freezing cold, and they continue to play hard for Michigan State.
So, real quick, to kind of back up Holly Rowe here, have you ever been to Michigan State Stadium?
I've not. I've heard it's a concrete, like,
shit
tundra.
hole.
Yeah.
Literally shit hole. Like, whoever engineered that stadium was like, hey, we should have gusts of wind going directly across the entire stadium. Like, you just turn into a fucking icicle in that stadium. So I'm gonna have to just leave that page. So yeah, it's an awful stadium. So I get where she's coming from. The game sucks. She's freezing. The stadium's terrible, and she needed something to talk about in possibly the most boring game I have ever watched.
With 2 minutes to go, as I use like doing that thing that we did the whole second half where we drove down inside the 2-yard line and
couldn't convert inside the
ourselves.
5. Ooh,
So,
I listened to our podcast last week. Remember how I was like complimenting our goal to go offense and saying Sheridan, that didn't age well.
We were 18 of 18 in the red zone coming into this game. Now, granted, okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
That's what Dan Dockich would say. Water finds its level.
Oh, get the fuck out of here with him, dude. God, I hope he listens. Come find me at Bragley, Braggley.
I'm blocked.
I blocked him. I'm probably blocked too. I think he threatened to fight me before one of the football games via Twitter. Of course, he would never do that in person because but we skipped ahead quite a bit because there's nothing really to talk about. So let's go back just a little bit. So at least get to halftime. We score the touchdown with Ty Fry. Nothing else really happens. We won't talk about the other thing that does happen. We'll leave it there. We did get into scoring position again, but we did not score. And that finishes 24-0 at the end of the first half. And ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, that's also the final score of the game.
Super sim.
I'm not even sure if I'm super simming there. I think I'm going up just because it's IU. I'm going to go up 31 or at least 30.
We tried.
38 nothing.
I mean, the effort was there.
Okay, well, I'm going to read this, and this is all we're going to talk about in the second half, unless you have something else to talk about.
I've nothing. I literally have Freifogel, ankle grab, T.O., House, 65 yards. Jerome is beast. That's my last note.
Okay, Jerome is a beast in this game. We'll get to him. Here we go. Ready? Second half. Punt, punt. Downs, punt. Interception, downs, punt. End of game. 24-0. Big Ten football. Bigger, faster, stronger, big stage.
Let's over analyze this game. Let's look into this. You know what? Do you think if we could have got up 31, 38, 41, do you think we could have got some Jack Tuttle reps? So maybe Tuttle time wasn't awful. Did our lackadaisical lack of effort in this game refuse to prepare Tuttle time? That's my conspiracy. Michigan State ruined our season.
Yes.
There we go.
Yep. Somebody else brought that to my attention. Actually, our producer did, which I did not invite him to this. He brought it to my attention.
Honestly, we're saving. Nobody wants.
So he said, "Do you think that Tuttle would have been better had he been able to play a little bit more during the regular season?" And of course, I was like, "Well, I mean, he did win at Wisconsin, but that game's behind us." And
no, we can't wait to recap that one.
Oh, do we have to recap that one?
No.
We don't have to
I'm This is it.
Okay.
Michigan State cost us our season because we didn't get Tuttle in garbage time.
Okay, so we kind of went over them. Do you have any additional major moments or big plays that you want to talk about?
No.
Okay.
I do not.
Okay. All right.
None that don't include just absolutely going nuts over Ty Freifogel.
Right, which I think we're both about to do. And I don't know if we're allowed to do this.
Nope.
We kind of make up the rules as we go. So I'll let you determine. I'll let you be the final say on this. Or maybe we'll wait for our producer to jump in here. Our next segment is Players of the Game. And we are going to start with Brandon on offense. Who do you got?
Terrell Owens, number 3, Indiana. Freifogel is a beast. He was building on this, and he takes it to the next level the next week. Holy cow, is this guy special? I think he's going to go down as my favorite Indiana wide receiver. Yes, that means over Antoine Randall. And yes, that means over.
He was a quarterback. Always a quarterback in my book.
Again, this guy is just so enjoyable to watch. That when he drug 3 defenders into the end zone on the 9-yard line, that was just so incredible, dude. I love Ty Fry. Again, we've talked a lot about the producer here. He called it 2 years ago. We were watching a game with him, and he said, as a freshman, I like this guy.
Yeah, he thought he thought his last name was hyphenated.
He did.
Well,
we never said the producer was smart because he did go to Purdue.
That's true. He went to Purdue and didn't get an engineering degree. Nothing in engineering.
So yeah, that even point, very stupid man. But he did point out that Ty Fry was going to be good, and holy heck, he made this game enjoyable.
Yeah, I was going to try to delay a little bit until he got on here, but since he's not going to judge what we're allowed to do and not allowed to do right now, I'm going to go ahead and, because I have literally no other choice, I'm going to pick Tyrese. Is that his name? I think it's his real name. Tyrese Freifogel II. I don't think he's the second.
It's good. We haven't talked about him enough. Tell me more. I definitely don't know anything about what he's done this game.
So Ty Fry, 11 catches, 200 yards. 2 tutties. That long is 65, which we talked about on an underthrown ball that he makes the play.
What was more impressive, that 65-yarder or the 9-yarder? Which, in your mind, which one did you like more?
I think it was 18 yards, technically. 16 yards, technically.
Talking about first contact.
Okay, first contact. So, yeah. No, that one was more impressive because he breaks – I want to say he breaks 1 tackle on the spin and then literally carries 2 dudes in from like 4 yards out.
Yep.
And from him, I mean, we don't ever think about Ty Fry as being this like incredibly strong, powerful wide receiver, but that was pretty impressive.
So I got a question for our producer. Thank you for joining. I appreciate your time. Where would Ty Freifogel fall on Purdue's 2020 football roster? Tough one,
you
right?
Can say it. He's wide receiver 3.
Second or third, yeah.
I think he's got.
Rondale.
I think he's 2. I think he's probably 2.
He's clear behind Rondale and David Bell, though he faded at the end of the year. Yeah, I'd say 3.
Is he allowed to take? Does he take number 3 from David Bell?
Not a chance.
Yeah. So again, I can't wait to watch Ty Freifogel, when he plays Ohio State. But man, he was just unbelievable in this game. I don't I kind of his performance later in the year made me totally forget this performance. It was a blast.
So I feel really bad saying that he had a bad performance the rest of the year. I think that this, again, neither one of us had this big of expectations. Big Ten wide receiver of the year, 3rd team All-American for him this year. He's never been the stud, like the star yet. He's always played around some other, like Wap had the huge year last year, 2 years ago now, I guess. And then before that, I want to say there was somebody else here. So he's always been behind people. So I don't want to say he fell off. I think this is his first taste of being like, hey, now I'm going to get double coverage every time. And that's kind of what they did. I mean, Mississippi did that to him big time. But yeah, I'll give it to him. Yeah, he didn't really
Lane
show up.
Kiffin, heck of a defensive coach, and you got to give it to him.
Lane Train. All right, defense.
Now, this was a lot tougher to pick a defensive player because, I mean, you could have went in a multitude of different directions. I'll let you go first on this one.
I'm going to go Romy. I think this is his best game as a Hoosier.
Yeah?
Yeah. Two sacks from the D tackle position and 2.5 tackles for loss. Only 4 tackles total, but he was disruptive. And because Jamar Johnson didn't have that great of a game, so I can't pick him. But Romy had a big game today.
I see you always try to outsmart yourself. How did you not go Micah on this one, man?
Not doing it because I gotta leave the easy ones for you. Because if I
was gonna take Jerome, because I've been on Jerome all freaking season. So I was just like, okay, easy. I get Jerome, he gets Micah. They're our boys, and here you go. Trying to be too smart.
You really want me to outsmart you? How about give me Antoine Simmons from Michigan State? I think he was the best defensive player in the game.
They always got a stud defensive player. Too bad it didn't matter.
Dude, that dude's
too bad. But he was the one celebrating. We were talking about that.
No, not him. No, that was the I think it's this dude right here. I don't even know his name. Pazuniak. That's it. That dude. Jacob Panasu. I don't know. Senior probably not going to the NFL.
Not gonna work.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, dude. I'm going Romy. I don't always have to pick my boys, man. I gotta let you pick Mike every now and then because I will never ever let you live up that Virginia game. Now you may have been disoriented by the 12 inches of rain or whatever was pouring at that time, but when you were sitting here but doubting my scouting of Micah
McFadden. I doubted a 2-star that's like best offer wasn't even in a MAC level. Sorry.
Well, yeah, thank you.
There are recruiting misses. I guess I was a recruiting miss.
Yeah.
Not all of us can be like our producer and pick Ty Fry - Fogel as a freshman. Not all of us have that eye for talent, okay?
Yeah.
Give me a freaking break.
TFF.
Speaking of breaks, holy crap, dude, we're getting kind of good at this, like 15 episodes into it. Let's take a break and let's talk about our sponsor. Our sponsor is the Monon Track Club. Today's episode is sponsored by the Monon Track Club. They are Indiana's running brand built on a deep love for the sport in the Hoosier State. They craft products, tell stories, and create experiences that aim to celebrate, support, and add to Indiana's running culture. Brandon, do you like running? No, me neither.
Hard pass.
Do you like sick hoodies and T-shirts?
Love sick hoodies.
Yes, as everybody nods on the Zoom. We'll check out the link in the show notes and show an IU-owned small business a little bit of love. It's 10% off your purchase with promo code LEO10. That's LEO, and then the number is 10. That'll get you 10% off. And tell Garrett we said hi. Now, on to everybody's favorite part of the podcast, Brando's Randos.
Woo! Well, I already asked one because I got a little impatient. But my first question is, what hope does Michigan State have next year? What player, coach, recruit can Spartan fans look forward to? Because while, I do think they have a stud or two on defense, I mean, I think they're going to struggle again next year. And it doesn't seem like hope is on the forefront for the crew in East Lansing. Rocky Lombardi is gone. Transferred to Northern Illinois.
This is not going to go well. That's it.
You're just saying that because of the name Peyton, right? You're just obsessed with anyone named
Peyton Manning.
Hold on, let me try it again.
What about
Peyton
him?
Thorne, man?
He is a better Xander Diamant. Like, he has a slightly better arm than Xander Diamant. And pretty sure Xander Diamant won us a single game.
But remember that one time we almost beat Ohio State?
Yeah, I remember. We should have pass interference in the back of the end
It's
zone.
definitely pass interference. I mean, if it was anybody else, it was pass interference. But of
It
course,
was IU. It was pass interference.
Yeah.
But anyway, you like Peyton Thorne? Are you?
I can't. What do you want me to do? You got me
Explain this
dumpster diving, looking
rationale.
for diamonds.
Explain this, just absolute. I will not let this take die, man. He is. I don't even think he's the starter next year. I don't know who they have coming in, but if they have somebody coming in, he has to be better than Bella Thorne.
God, second Bella Thorne reference today. Moving on. We're about ready to wrap up the podcast. This does seem about half as long as our normal podcast.
No.
What? Oh, one
No.
more. One more?
One more.
Okay.
You've been a fan arguably 2 or 3 times longer than me for IU football. Have you ever seen a more boring win? Like
a
go
more
back.
I don't want to say more boring win, because of course, like who did we play earlier
Conference
in the
win.
season?
Conference win.
Okay, conference
Like,
win.
have you ever like had that feeling in a game that you had while watching this?
I remember leaving against Rutgers. Now, I think it's because there was a big storm coming in. Rutgers, it was 41, the 41-0 game with Lego. And who was that badass? Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas had a huge
Carolina
catch in that
Panthers.
game. That's right. So 2017, that was the easiest. Oh my gosh, this is gonna hurt. You ready for this? Morgan Ellison, 15 carries, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns. God, could you imagine?
What could have been? What it could have, should have.
Poor kid. Maybe. Allegedly.
I mean, yeah. Again, that it's not a sexy question, but I mean, the second part to this is: IU going to get used to these easy wins? Like,
man, I don't know. So Rutgers, I think, is going to be better. Michigan State will stay about the same. Michigan's probably going to be a little better.
True.
Maryland's.
Worse.
I don't think any of these teams are going to get worse. They were not good before. Minnesota's bad.
We're talking about Noah Vedral, Talia Agul. I mean, Tagovailoa, whatever the heck Talia's name is, and then we're talking Temple transfer.
Raz Agul,
Talia. I don't know. Who knows? That's who's lining up under center for Maryland next year. Nobody fucking cares. It's Maryland. I think we're going to get used to these easy victories, man. Michigan's, go back and look some of Michigan State's games against the lower level Big Ten.
Yeah.
Again, I think we can replicate. I'm not going to say do better, because they've won the Big Ten and they went to a Final Four. But yeah, I think we are going to be able to get used to these easy wins. You know, me, you, and our families leaving midway through the fourth quarter, beating the traffic because we're up constantly 20 to 30 points.
Yeah, but I
think this is going to be a trend. I think this is going to be a trend, and I can't wait.
I don't leave.
Art Scott,
I'm staying. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I'm staying. I mean, unless I'm just obliterated, then I stay every time. You know that.
You do. I've left you.
Yeah.
Fucking out of here.
I think this is easy. This is definitely one of the, if not the easiest win for me to like. Did you come over for this game socially distanced away from me with a mask on? Probably.
No. Mm-mm.
No. Okay. So I do remember just like not worrying about this at all after 14-0 toast.
No, I remember calling you after the opening drive interception saying, here we go. Trap game. Looking forward to the Ohio State game. Here we go. This is going to be bad. And then I think I normally, on a normal IU game when we don't watch it together, I call you 47 times. I think I only called you like 18.
Yeah. It's half, you know, obviously that's not half as much, but you know, you get the joke there. So let's wrap it up, man. This game doesn't deserve any more than what it's already had. So
what significance? Was there any
There's a big significance to this win. To me, we've been talking about it for the last 5 minutes.
What's the significance?
Hey, look, mother bleepers. We're here. We're here, and we're here to beat you at your place 24-0. No matter who it is.
We made it.
dude, I mean, it's on the road. You're in the Big Ten on the road. Look what happened to Iowa the first 2 weeks they played. Smoked. I think no, they didn't get smoked. How they lost to Purdue, didn't they? No. Yeah, they lost to Purdue.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of Dan Dockich's line. Big time players make big time plays.
Stop with Dockich, man. I'm about ready to just walk off the podcast. If you say one more thing,
players make big time plays in the Big Ten.
Don't even let me tell you what.
He had those soft eyes.
Oh my god.
Bella Thorne's got some soft eyes.
So for me, okay, let's finish this up. Significance of the win, huge. I think this is a statement game to the Big Ten. Hey, this is no joke. They've just beat Penn State. Rutgers was whatever. They just beat Michigan State again, or Michigan, and then they went to Michigan State and just pulled it out, laid it on the table, let them look at it, and then put it away for the second half because they didn't need it out there anymore. They slapped them with it enough. I think it's a huge win. I'm going to go ahead and give my grade now, too. I think the grade's like a C+.
Give me your grade. C+?
Yeah.
I'm going to give another cop-out answer.
Slightly above it.
I'm giving an incomplete because this is what happens when you like absolutely crush an SAT and then just forget there's an extra page. They like didn't complete the test. They got a 95% on a portion of the test, and then they just didn't take the rest of the test.
Oh my goodness.
So that's my answer. Incomplete. They got to take it again.
What's your grade? Oh yeah, you said incomplete. All right.
Incomplete.
What about your significance? There's no significance to this win for you.
It was significant that I made it through rewatching this game.
All right. Let's wrap it up before you depress anybody else any more than this, because I think next week's going to be just or even more depressing than what the end of this podcast.
It's going to be really fun. It's actually I'm looking. I haven't watched that game a second time yet because I couldn't get myself to do it.
Yep.
So I watched this game in an airport bar on my way to go watch my Steelers beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We shouldn't be talking about traveling during a pandemic, Brandon.
So I'm gonna find a lot of things on the rewatch. I'm really excited, guys. I know if you guys have made it through a Rutgers and Michigan State rewatch, come back next week for Ohio State because we're gonna bring it next week. Because it's a game that desperately needs a rewatch and Michael's genius takes.
Yeah, and I can promise you that if David Ellis's mom listens to this podcast, maybe don't listen next week because Brandon is going to torture someone. I'm going to be very nice to him because that's what you should do to somebody that plays for your school. Yeah, either way. Speaking of being nice to people, let's go ahead and wrap this up and finish it. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right. See you.
All right, Elio.
Elio. Awesome day. Elio. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Elio.
All right, great. Elio.
Appreciate you guys. Elio.
You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. Elio.
Have a great day. Elio.
Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day. And Elio.
Oh, thank you so much. Elio.
Well, thanks so much, Elio.
Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. Elio.
Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. Elio.
Awesome. Elio.
Elio.